What's going on, everybody? This is Eric Martinez from Dynamic Duo Training.
And this is Chris Martinez, the younger one by 1 minute.
So today, in today's video, we have vlog, which one?
Número 6.
Número 6.
6.
Okay. Vlog number 6, ladies and gentlemen. And this one's going to be on a great topic, okay? It's going to be on how to overcome your fitness fears, okay? So pretty much we drew up just some bullet points. I'm not sure if you guys can see them, but we're just going to kind of go off each one and just elaborate, on what we feel, is the reason and a possible solution for you guys, okay? So we'll start off with people have fears when it comes to big gyms. Big gyms intimidate people. Why is that? If I really had the exact answer to that, I would just tell you guys, but I think a lot of it has to do with just, it's so overwhelming in a big gym. There's so much equipment. There's so many people just like doing one thing after another.
24-hour fitness.
Yeah, it's just really overwhelming for someone that's so new to, fitness and everything. There's so many things going on in there. There's people slamming weights. There's guys yelling and screaming. And we've been to so many different like big box gyms, and like, I've observed people, and they look so lost sometimes. It's like they just go from machine to machine, treadmill to treadmill, and I really just, it sucks,
They're basically going through the motions every
exactly.
single day. Going through the motions.
I mean, with that, you guys really have to just pick and choose what kind of gyms you're going to go to. If you're going to go to a big box gym, just prepare yourself for that kind of atmosphere. And that's pretty much it for that.
Yeah, just basically just feel comfortable. Go to some, 2-3 different gyms, big box, smaller one, like a mom and pop shop, and just see which one you guys feel better and more comfortable with.
Right.
It's that simple. All right, so false advertisement in media, and then I'm going to wrap this up with comparing yourself to other top physiques. Okay,
so huge.
False advertisement. Okay, now this is a huge player, like in magazines, the internet. You even got stuff now like on Instagram and stuff, just a bunch of pictures and stuff showing like top physiques when these people come out of like a contest or, a figure, competition or bikini competition or something like that, okay? It's like literally the day after they take these photos, okay? And that's exactly why they are so shredded and lean, okay? And it's just really misleading because, you look at these pictures and you think these people look like this every single day, and that is not the case, okay? I'll tell you that right now. And the reason why we know is we dieted down for a photo shoot, and literally, those photos came out, really, really good. We looked super lean, ripped, but it's extremely hard to maintain that look, okay? We don't look like that now, so we know firsthand when it's BS and when it's not, okay? So, when you guys look at those type of pictures from the media, the magazines, the internet, the photos, streaming on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, it's good to have that, as a motivation, but don't sit there and get down thinking that, you're supposed to look like that in 1 year, 2 year, 5 years, or maybe even 10 years, You have to put in a lot of work to sit there and look like that, okay? You gotta be realistic with yourselves. So, false advertisement.
Yeah, and not only that, just don't sit there and read those kind of magazines, that just from the media and stuff that are going to give you all these tips on how the movie stars and celebrities get into shape. It's just complete bullshit, okay? Just don't even bother wasting your time or your money on that, okay? So, next one we got for another fear is pretty much, it's just an overall excuse. But, you guys want to classify it as a fear. So, that one's pretty, clear and cut. And, I truly feel that this one is a really, really big one. You think that you're scared of something, but you're really not. Deep down inside, you can conquer that, but you're just really intimidated. And, you want to just use that as an excuse. So, anything you can add on that?
No, we always preach about, excuses and no solutions. So, you guys are probably really familiar with that.
Right.
So, okay, next one is people need motivation, okay? Everybody needs motivation, okay? Doesn't matter. Top level bikini model, top level figure competitor, top level bodybuilder. They all need motivation. Let's get real here, okay? There's times where we feel real good. There's times where we feel shitty. There's times where we need a push or a kick in the ass to get going, okay?
Exactly.
So, I can't sit here and tell you guys exactly what like the perfect answer is for a motivation for yourselves, because everybody's different. You know, everybody gets fired up off of different things. So I can't sit here and tell you guys exactly like what to do to get motivated. I mean, you know, just everybody's different, you know, so find out what motivates you, what fires you up, you know, what gets you mad, what gets you angry, okay? And use that as motivation.
Right. I can kind of just add in, and possibly you guys can just, like, you know, if there's a movie that you guys really like that feels that, you know, that inspires you or fires you up, pop that in before you go to the gym. Download a bunch of quotes, inspirational quotes. Put them all over your room. Put them on your refrigerator. Anywhere that you can just see that they're visible, and it can remind you, and it can just, you know, ingrain in your head that that's what you want to do, and that is what's going to give you that push for that, you know, that gym session, the week, the month, anything. Okay, so try that out. Now, the next one we have is a lack of direction, and this one is huge as well. You know, I see this all the time in the gym. You know, people, as I said earlier, people look lost. You know, I mean, you honestly have to just kind of like draw yourself up a map and know where you're going in the gym. You know, I mean, like I said, it's so overwhelming. There's so many pieces of equipment. You don't know what the hell to do with them. So it's like, you know, prepare yourself before you go to the gym. You know, draw up what you're going to do. You know, have a plan. Have a sense of direction when you get there, so then you don't feel overwhelmed and look like an idiot just walking around like, you know, on your iPod just fidgeting, or your cell phone. So...
yeah, so like a good analogy for that is, you know, whenever you guys go like on a road trip, do you guys sit there and just get in the car and go without, you know, a map or directions? You know,
yeah,
I highly doubt you don't, or else you're going to be, you know, lost or something like that. So think of it the same way when you go to the gym, okay? You need some sort of blueprint, some sort of, you know, map or something like that to what you're going to do as far as working out your goals, okay? Another thing, hire a coach, okay? That's the best thing I can tell you guys to do, okay? And this is something we did ourselves because, you know, we were a little lost too. And, you know, you got to kind of put your ego aside. And if somebody's better than you and you look up to them and they're more knowledgeable, go after that person, follow them, learn from them, get mentored by them, and hire them, okay?
Exactly.
Trust me, it will pay off huge dividends, okay?
And if you're not willing to invest, you know, invest your money on, you know, becoming better and gaining more knowledge, then you know what, honestly, we really don't know what to say, you know, because, I mean, nothing's going to be handed to you, and you're going to sit there and keep just taking a bunch of guru, expert, you know, opinions and stuff, and you're going to be sitting there reading magazines, you know, trying to just, like, gain more knowledge, and that's just not going to help you. You know, I'm trying to be really honest with that. So,
all right, so the last one, okay, I'm going to wrap this up with this one. So, people try to do too much, okay? And another word for that is fitness extremisms, okay? So, Dr. Lane Norton just did an excellent video on this, okay, about people that just try to do way too much, overthink way too much, you know, complicate every little thing when it comes to training, nutrition, you know, thinking there's a black and white answer to everything. And I highly recommend you guys watch that video, okay, because I'm not going to sit here and try to reiterate his whole video. But, you know, I will say that, you know, trying to do too much is just going to lead you into a direction of frustration, and it's probably going to end up making you quit at, you know, your goals and trying to, like, do what you guys are trying to do, okay? So, you know what I mean? Just, like I said, just have, like, some sources that you guys feel are confident to go to for information, and know that you're not going to get, you know, a bunch of bullshit information, okay? And, you know, just don't overthink things, and just always think with, you know, an open mind, and that there's gray areas and everything. There's not a black and white answer when it comes to training and nutrition, okay?
Right, and if you're if you're doing these things in like moderation, you know, most of the time it's going to be okay. So just don't stress out about it.
And it's just like Lane Norton said, you know, like some people are over here on this end as far as being extremists, some are over here, and usually all the answers right here lie in the middle. And that's where moderation is key, okay? I mean, it's absolutely 100% true, no matter what you guys say, okay? So,
yeah, I think that pretty much puts it. You know, I hope this video helped out, you know, but just to kind of just, you know, reiterate, you know, if you do, we're all human at the end of the day, okay? We all have our fears. So, I mean, you know, just kind of just sit down and really think about them, write them out, and just find your way to try to conquer that fear, okay? That's the best piece of advice we can give you. But other than that, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Visit us at Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. Peace.
Peace.